Welcome to the resumption of the Drivers' Championship of the World. After one of Verstappen's greatest laps, we now wait to see what he can do with 53 of them. The Japanese Grand Prix is underway. We're racing to turn number 1. There is the jump from Max Verstappen. He planned out and he's held the lead into the first turn. The first 3, as they were, they all behaved themselves. No one making positions in the upper places. Hamilton getting close to Hadjar, but it's in formation. Bortoleto drops to the back of the field in the Sauber, but at the front, it is Max Verstappen who leads. There's a move to the inside, I believe, for Pierre Gasly, who was looking do and was getting close as well. But out front, they're in the same order. They left the line. Gasly and Alonso are the only 2 getting their elbows out on this opening tour. At Suzuka, you can see Gasly trying to get into a position to attack into the 130R, and that's the wise thing to do, into a very fast left-hander. Yeah, no thank you, am I going to stick it around the outside of that corner on a full tank at the start of the race? Let's go back to the start of the Grand Prix. You saw how Verstappen's car was pointed, and he got the start he needed to maintain the lead. They're just incredibly even. They're all line astern, the top 4. The Mercedes are side by side further back. It's a narrow circuit, and a few drivers that did get good starts further back just had nowhere to use them. It's going to be on board with Gabriel Bortoleto. He started in 17th, gets that poor launch off the line, and that's fine. But when you're on the hard tyre and the guys behind you are on the softs, say hello to the last place on the racetrack. Yeah, caution, caution, caution. There's another car going to come past in there. Hard tyres v softs, as you say, and Bortoleto not really wanting to engage in any of them. So Alonso just wants to cut him off here, and he's gonna just squeeze through the nose. Oh, and Gasly has to back out of it, but he really had no chance to stay in there anyway. It's gonna be Liam Lawson with the oversteer that allowed Yuki Tsunoda to get ahead of him on the opening lap. Lawson fighting the car. Here we go, this is Sainz. Oh, get in there, lovely pass at a hairpin. Saw him teared up from behind. But then you still don't know if he's actually going to have the minerals to go through with it. An easy chance to lock up as you're braking and turning, but lovely execution. Lewis Hamilton trying to claim 7th position. This is the only DRS zone on the racetrack. That's a Ferrari getting past into turn number 1. He had no fight from Hadjar, and through goes Hamilton. He had great grip through that chicane at the end of the lap, considering how close he was to the car ahead. In comes Max Verstappen, in comes Lando Norris, over to the teams to get it right. We're looking at the pit stop for the top 2 in the Grand Prix. I can't understand what McLaren are trying to do. It's close. Go to the first turn. It's side by side between the 2 rivals for the championship. Lando Norris and Max Verstappen nearly coming together on the exit of the pit lane. And Max Verstappen maintains the track position, but we're going to have to look at that one again because it was the Grand Prix win on the line. Fosniak. Hey, right. This is Lando Norris coming into the pits. McLaren won the Constructors' Championship last year. It's why they get this entry back to the fast lane. Wait for Max Verstappen on the left-hand side. Side by side they go. Apply the power. And it was close on acceleration. Yeah, it was. Norris actually got a great launch off the pit lane limiter. He drove himself into the grass. Yeah, we know the go backs. As you are. I tend to agree with Max on that one, really. I think it was just such a long shot for Lando to try but I don't think there'll be anything in that. Huge moment. The top 2 contenders for Grand Prix victory in Japan, side by side on exit. So Max is coming out of the pits. He holds Lando to the outside, and then he's just naturally heading to the grass. I mean, Max does not. He could be a lot kinder to Lando, to be fair. He could drive towards the white line and open the door for Norris, but Lando is being released onto the apron, and that space is naturally running out. Lando Norris has the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but he's got 2.1 seconds between him and his title rival. If Verstappen wins this Grand Prix, if Lando Norris is second, 1 point in the Drivers' Championship. Early stages, but if you consider the advantage that McLaren have had across the first 3 weekends, that would be remarkable that the gap was only a point. And Sainz will just be trying to bring Albon into play. He's trying to break the toe. You can't make too many moves without race control getting awfully grumpy at you. And there is the move round the outside. And he plays no more games. Couldn't fight it anymore without being unfair. Up to 9th place for Isaac Hadjar. Crucial move with Albon closing it. This was close between Oliver Behrman and Carlos Sainz. Massive late sweep to the inside for Behrman. I don't think Sainz saw him coming, didn't need to be chopping across the hash like that. Sainz is having a pretty miserable day, actually, after that lovely early pass. It's that they're still saving. I think it should go through. To get up the pace to get back. Yep, that's a get on with it from Oscar there. Sitting in third, he's really close to his teammate ahead. This is Lando's pace. Okay, I've said it's grab the pace to get back. Decision time for McLaren. Will they unleash Oscar Piastri to try and win the race, or is that too difficult? An instruction to issue your fastest finisher in the championship last year. Nice, a bit of comps between the McLaren drivers trying to urge each other along. Now just keep your head down. Pace is good. You'll find time to the end now. McLaren have to swap them round here. If Norris cannot find some more pace, Piastri is saying he thinks he can, you've at least got to see if he can back that up. Because I don't think Norris is winning this race, as things stand. They pitted at the same lap. Lando's 1.5 seconds away, and you can see how close that Oscar's able to close in their line of stern. I think there's only one McLaren that seems to be able to have the pace to fight here, and it's not the one ahead. So I think this is why McLaren should have swapped the positions. The pressure that Piastri is putting on Norris is far greater than anything Norris has put on Verstappen. They've waited, and now actually Piastri's got to chance it. Well, he's going to try and take second place. You can see Lando recharging and Oscar Piastri not getting the help from the team. So the point that Jodian's making is that this is the best part of the racetrack for Lando Norris, but it's the final part of the racetrack to try and set up that overtake where Piastri looks really strong. It was an utterly sensational pole position. To deny the McLarens yesterday, he'll be checking the left mirror and the right mirror. They're still there. He's still P1. After 53 laps, the first man to win 4 in a row around Suzuka circuit, Max Verstappen takes the checkered flag to win in Honda colors in Japan. Max Verstappen wins the Japanese Grand Prix to deny Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, the contenders for the title, separated by 2.1 seconds across the line. Driving brilliance from Max Verstappen. Just perfection, Max. Fantastic. Wow. Thank you, guys. Wow. Oh, mate, what an unbelievable weekend. What a great turnaround after the difficult start. Wow. You see, we never give up. We keep pushing together. All that everyone. This is Oscar Piastri seeing his teammate with that lock-up at the end of the race. Shaky. And providing a bit of commentary for us as well. A 64th Grand Prix victory and one to savour for Max Verstappen, who beat Lando Norris by 1.4 seconds. Oscar Piastri with a podium on his birthday, and then it was Charles Leclerc ahead of George Russell, the top 6 staying as they started. Lewis Hamilton improved up to 7th, Isaac Hadjar got his first points in Formula 1, and it was Alex Albon and Ollie Behrman round